Let's get started now. And before we technically step into our core data engineering course, my small request for our live training classes. We have the detailed step-by-step document to be sent to you in advance. That to be sent in advance. Okay, and please take prints. 1 or 2 copies of each notes. Take print copies of the notes. And by the time we are in the class, you'll be having the print copy notes with you ready. Additionally, write your observation points on top of your print notes during the class. It will be our practical only, no side thought. Okay, it's practical. Our entire course, only intro class, that too for initial 5 minutes to 10 minutes you have the PPT, remaining all practical only. We are here for practice. And send me screenshot or photo, send me pic of your notes after every class. It works. Let's get started now. It works. Let's get started because things are a bit lengthy. Things are a bit lengthy in our classes, and we need to learn a lot practically, step by step. Why, what, when, how, etc. We should be very cautious about our learning process. And we have a lot of components we need to touch base. Things are a bit vast. We are learning for our job work, right? Not for our marks or academics. So need your support in all aspects. Let's get started now. Let's understand slowly, step by step, what is data engineering. This is Sai Fanindra from SQL School, and I am your mentor. I'll be the only one here for Azure technologies, specifically for Microsoft technologies. Since my first days at Microsoft back in the year 2005, I've been loving Microsoft databases, data warehouses, their cloud components, right from Azure to Office 365. And we can clearly see the feel, the warmth of easy user interface in Microsoft technologies. Azure is not an exception. Let's get started with what is data engineering and why we need to go for Azure data engineering. Let's get started now. What we do as a data engineer. Data engineering is all about reading the data from various sources, consolidating using something called ETL, extract, transform, load, ETL activities or ETL components, and write it to some destination, preferably a warehouse, data warehouse destination. I'll repeat again on my screen now. We read data from various sources, operational databases, files, apps, websites, etc. Once we read, we filter the data and we clean the data, clean, filter, mash up, or do any additional kind of required formatting, like extracting age out of date of birth, combining first name and last name and call it full name, or extracting only first 3 characters of month column, like this. We call them transformations. Finally, the result will be loaded to a warehouse. From warehouse comes analytics, reporting activities. As a data engineer, we are into all kinds of blue, the green color, the blue or green color here. Blue source, blue destination, and the remaining items, the green arrow marks, green boxes, the green shapes is our actual course. I mean to say, as an engineer, We are responsible for design of data warehouses, data extraction, cleansing and transformations, storage, security and optimization activities. We'll start with slowly, step by step from tomorrow. And I repeat again, ETL data warehouse. Okay, remember that. In our classes from tomorrow, of course, we are going to create the platform today. In another 10 minutes, we'll start our practice, 5 to 10 minutes. From tomorrow, we need to involve in something called ETL left, warehouse right, and the common backbone storage. There are some concepts like staging, logging, etc., polybase, and so on that needs these additional items, storage activities. I divided the complete data engineering course into 2 streams. Microsoft ETL, Microsoft Warehouse. That is one stream. And open source ETL, open source warehouse, another stream. Microsoft ETL has data factory and warehouse has SQL pool, also called Synapse, that allows TSQL, transact SQL. Whereas open source ETL, it's a variant of open source Databricks, a San Francisco company, Databricks.com. From there, we have a variant called Azure Databricks ETL that is going to help us to construct and work with Spark databases. They love Spark SQL. Spark SQL is somewhat similar to regular SQL with minor modifications. Their code looks something like this. I'll show you here something like this just to get some idea. These are all Spark SQL queries. Regular SQL, we use single quote for text. Here we can use double quote for text like this. And we are going to learn from scratch this open source ETL and warehouse. Next, the common friend, common backbone storage. Finally, we need to integrate everything together. Open source ETL, this one open source ETL, then Microsoft ETL. Microsoft warehouse, open source warehouse. Blend everything together, that is our actual project work. And the source of information for our scenarios will be from this website, Databricks.com. As I mentioned, it's a separate company altogether. We have Azure Databricks, AWS Databricks, Google Cloud Databricks, and standalone Databricks. Separate entity altogether. And whatever project we do here, the end-to-end is based on this particular format or the template. We call Medallion architecture, wherein you have the friendship between Microsoft ETL and open source ETL, Microsoft warehouse. And I said the common backbone, right? Storage, this one. With something called IoT, event hubs, semi-structured data, unstructured data, structured data like databases, forms, etc. We are going to work with multiple data sources to read the data, do transformations, load it to required destination. So this is our actual skeleton diagram for our entire course. In our classes from tomorrow, we are going to slowly learn Azure SQL, Azure ETL and warehouse, data factory, Synapse, Databricks, data lake, IoT, event hubs and key vaults. IoT, event hubs and key vaults are good friends for stream analytics component, live streaming data. And we have additionally something called insights. And next, apart from insights, we have something called as alerts. What is that? Something called alerts. Just wait for a few moments, please, on my screen. Then we have logic apps, functions, purview, notebooks, pipelines, Git configurations, AI integrations, Power BI, and end-to-end project. I included more to specify the project solutions, project FAQs, and concept-wise FAQs for our resume and real-life job scenarios. With this, let's get started now. Technically, let's create a platform to step into the technical items from tomorrow. I repeat again, our course is all about ETL, extract, transform, load, ETL process. Now, let's get started. Creation of the platform. Before we proceed with the creation of platform, I'll mail you today, number one, the detailed course content. I request you to take a print copy of the PDF, chapter-wise content. Number two, I'll provide you one Word document that contains all these components we are going to learn in our classes. We'll be discussing about, here it is. Just wait for a few moments. Yep, we'll be discussing about storage components, the backbone for ETL and warehouse. We'll learn about ETL components and data warehouse components and other helping hands. Next, notes will be sent in advance. Please take print copies so that we are serious and cautious in our classes. First thing, my kind request. Number two, assignments, please try to submit by weekend. Usually, majority of my participants are working professionals. I must say 99% working professionals, usually. So I cannot expect everyday assignment submissions, but by max, by weekend, please. Squeeze some time, do some sacrifice for our family time and other times, please. Try to work on assignment submit to gear up for the next class, next week classes. Project work. Either you can start working on it from second week of the course. I'll provide the entire requirement to you. Or do it at the end, or other option, get my solution straight and you refer to it carefully. It's up to you. DP203 used to be certification for Azure Data Engineering. It seems it is going to get expired by end of this month, and I was informed in one of the community that Microsoft is coming with another certification for Azure. Though you have DP700, a separate stream, it seems Azure, a new certification will be coming up. But any certification, as you know, content is common, right? The actual technology is common. For example, Power BI, we have DA100 earlier, now PL300. Certification numbers change, but the content remains same. Same thing works here. Content first. Prerequisite. Please install SQL Server 2019 or higher. You may refer to our website. I'll provide you the download links and the installation document with an installation video on how to get this SQL Server installed in your local computer. Good to have it for our actual classes. Please revise your MS SQL concepts by weekend. By this weekend, please complete your revision process. We are into core engineering activities. Finally, request you to have a debit card or a credit card to activate your free trial. It's valid for 1 month, 30 days. After 30 days, what next? Another account, another card, another mobile number. Maybe your or your family members or friends contact you when you need to use. To make sure we don't have any compromise in our learning for our day-to-day job work, make sure you plan your things accordingly to get the correct free account. Let me show you now how to step into Azure. Let's understand how to configure Azure. We need to start our practice from tomorrow, slowly, step by step. Please go through the 4-item process carefully. I'll provide you this content in a Word document format for your easy print copy. To summarize, as a data engineer, we are responsible for, ETL, read data from various sources and perform transformations and write data to destination. Okay, now with this content, let's see how to do the configurations so that we can slowly start our examples from tomorrow. Before we proceed, any questions so far? Item 1, 2, 3, 4, please. I'll wait. Then we'll slowly step into our configurations next. Please, I'll wait for some time. Any questions, please? I'll stay back. Of questions. Next round of questions we'll do after 5 minutes time. Please give me another 5 minutes and let me show you how to configure our Azure account first. Then we'll wind up for the day. We'll go for any type of question next. We'll do. Where we are now, we are understanding slowly what is Azure, data engineering, components. Now let's understand the next item, how to configure. Here it is, simple and straight. Azure, a easier, straightforward, friendly environment. We can design databases, historical data warehouses, ETL structures with ease, straightforward activity. And it is comparatively cheaper when you compare with other cloud platforms. It is cheaper. From tomorrow, we need to work with 3 types of cloud computing components. SaaS, remember new terms, SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. What are these 3? For example, we go to a restaurant and I'll say table for 4. Yesterday, Sunday evening, we went to restaurant. Me, myself, my wife and my 2 kids. Table for 4. That is SaaS. The ambience we enjoy, the waiting seats or the waiting room, the waiting place actually, not a separate room anyway, waiting place. And then the actual table, the care they take, The guidance they give us, right from placing the plate to everything, the cutlery, everything. That's all SaaS. We don't pay anything extra for them separately for those. We are not billed for ambience and the seating and all, right, separately. They include it somewhere in the menu items directly. Then, yes, here we go. Next comes PaaS, platform as a service. What is this? Simple and straight. Here, platform as a service means majority activities they take care. For example, we went for a buffet. They cooked everything. They put it over there. We need to go and serve. 80% they did it. 20% we need to do. I need to move my body now. I have to go there, walk, and I have to take my kids and guide them with the plate, everything carefully. Buffet. That is PaaS, platform as a service. We pay for it. I mean to say, friends, SaaS, Microsoft Entra, remember the new terms, Entra, Monitor. Literally, we don't pay for them separately. Insights, okay, we call them Azure Insights. There is no separate, pricing for them. They come along with our Azure offering automatically. That is SaaS. Whereas we are going to involve in something called very first example tomorrow, logical server. Remember, what is it? Logical server, database, warehouse. Those are all PaaS. I mean, Azure has already got them ready. We need to simply pick them up from the shelf and start using them. Minor add-ons we need to do. Just like instant noodles. Something like that. That is PaaS. Platform as a service. You have to unpack them, careful, put them in a boiling water or something else, right? And wait for correct amount of time to get the perfect taste. If I delay, what happens? We know it. I mean to say, friends, our involvement is also there in PaaS. Other one we need to enjoy in our classes from tomorrow. IaaS, infrastructure as a service. 50% cloud will take care, remaining 50% we need to take care. I mean, our involvement is more. This is like a customized menu item, a customized recipe that we involve in. For example, I was given a task of doing one recipe. I was given the vegetables, some meat, and all the ingredients, and I have to make it. That is IaaS. Remember, that is IaaS. I mean my example, friends, to make it straight and simple. SaaS, 100% cloud will take care. PaaS, 80% they take care, 20% we need to take care. IaaS, 50% they take care, remaining we need to take care. Spark clusters, virtual machines, Unity catalog in our classes, we need to involve. By heart these three important cloud computing items. Now, where is the playground? Azure. How to enter into it? We need to go to a website called portal.azure.com. Let's see. To implement Azure components, this is number 5. How to get Azure account and something called subscription. Go to this website portal.azure.com. Okay, here it is. Go to portal.azure.com. Very first visit, it says no account, create one. Okay, you click on create one. It will ask you for email address, You supply your email address, you get a confirmation mail. You click on the confirmation link. Then it asks you to sign up. You get one portal home screen like this. One more step. First step, portal.azure.com. Second step, we need an entry pass into Azure shop. That is subscription. Click on subscription. Click on subscription. Add. See here, add subscription. Subscription, add subscription like this. And this one, you'll be able to see something called free trial subscription like this. Click on free trial subscription. Okay, here we go. Free trial, select offer. It's valid only for 1 month in the lifetime of Azure account per email. So make sure you register with a unique email address which is not known to Azure, so that you get a free account. Click on select offer. It will ask you for mobile number, debit card or credit card details. You get one account created. You are ready for our classes from tomorrow. First step, portal.azure.com. Second step, subscription. Add. Okay, add. Home. I'll repeat here. Home. Click subscription. Click add like this. Okay. Once you go to subscription, next click on add. Then we are able to see something called free trial subscription here. Select that offer. You are ready for our next item. We'll stop for now. I'll provide you an email with all these items. In your case, you'll be using a free account, free trial, free subscription. In my case, I'll be using 3 subscriptions for our classes. One dev, a test, and a prod subscription to mimic the real world activities. In your case, one is enough. We'll stop for now. Any questions or clarifications, please do let me know, and we'll start our technical sessions from tomorrow. I'll provide the complete detailed course content. Please see if we can have a look at it carefully, or take a print copy of the entire PDF if possible. I'll be sending it on email. It's already there on the website. Just to make it clear, I'll be sending it as well once again on email. I'll do. This will stop for now. Questions, please. Over to you. I'm available now.